Hey guys, this is LG Shaft, and we are looking at game number 2 between coLqxc and HyuN. We've got a ZVT on Winter Edition Bel'Shir Beach. HyuN's up 1-0, and we're about to be moving right on into this replay here in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, here's coLqxc on the bottom right-hand side of Bel'Shir Beach, like I mentioned earlier, and the Zerg McFerguson here on that same map. So, how's it going, Highlander? How you doing? This is my co-caster for the night, and a good money of mine from way back when.
Yeah. Hey, it's going good.
Sweetness.
It's entertaining tournament.
It has been. We've seen some crazy games, and that's not even talking about the maps and players themselves. I mean, these guys have their own styles, their own flares. HyuN, the scouting and reactionary player, he always does something that's going to be slightly more defensive than what his opponent's throwing at him. coLqxc, on the other hand, favoring odd styles and beating his opponent with aggression and knowledge of the matchup rather than sheer macroeconomics.
Yeah, HyuN's play's been really impressive so far to me.
Yeah, you actually see him a lot in these European and North American tournaments, and he's a player that is to be feared on all servers. He actually picked up the game in November 2011, so...
That's a little later than most.
Yeah, and he was Masters within the month, and said in the first GSL of the new year he was going to get Code A, and did.
Wow.
So, one beast of a player. He was a Brood War pro player, so yeah, that's the story behind HyuN.
Cool. coLqxc's doing something a little bit differently this time, I think.
Yep, he's getting those 2 gas, and this is a variation of the same build he did. Remember our last game he did that 3 OC build before getting the gas? Well, this time he's going straight into Banshee without getting that super greedy 3rd OC. This is going to allow him Banshees to defend his base at all costs. I mean, nothing the Zerg is going to throw at him to pressure this 1x Expo is going to be able to deal with the Banshee. So it's going to keep him safe, even though it might still cost him a little bit of SCV or some mining time or something like that.
Okay.
Now,
HyuN's moving an Overlord into Scout, I think, right now.
No, just repositioning.
No, just positioning it, yeah.
I thought the same thing, man. We were going for the same comments. Now we've got a reactor and a factory being built for coLqxc, so he is definitely going for hellions. The hellions will give him map control. The map control is going to allow him to bruise the queens, and bruised queens will allow banshees to do a lot of damage. So it's going to come down to these extra 2 queens that are being produced. So it's going to be this. What he started with was a gasless 3-base style, but he has since changed it up and is working on getting his own gas out and then moving to this 3rd base. But he's still not made the 3rd base, and that's what's worrying me. What time do you usually want that 3rd base up when you're doing that 3-base style?
I think you can get it down by 5 minutes, but my play's a little bit sloppy, so I usually throw it down, try to get it down by 6.
Okay, well here's a roach warren, so that is going to eliminate any 3-base style ideas until about 8 minutes. Now these lanes are going to be pulled back off the map. He's not worried about the Zelnaga towers at all. coLqxc is holding one, and then the other one's going to be covered by the hellions. And this 3-base, or 2-base style, I'm sorry, by coLqxc is paying dividends now. He's 11 harvesters behind, but with mules, that actually means he's only 3 harvesters behind. And as a Terran player, that's an okay place to be when you're on even bases with a Zerg. The creep spread for HyuN is about to be wild. Now the Hellion...
HyuN still hasn't scouted with his Overlord yet. I wonder what his decision-making behind that was.
He was getting it in position. He's not going to scout until 7:30, 8 minutes, if even then.
I usually like scouting a little bit earlier than that, but
I see.
Yeah.
I think I just broke 2 of my fingers trying to take a sock off. Ow, that really hurt. Okay, Roach Ling, moving out across the map. HyuN, again, trying this build to punish the quick 3 base. I keep saying quick 3 base style, but it's a quick 3 OC style, but that's what he thinks he's seeing. Instead, he's seeing this fast Banshee play, and again, that's going to allow the Vegetarian to defend this a lot more effectively than before. Now, last time he killed 19 harvesters with this initial attack. At the moment, he's only got 6 workers killed.
Oh, he's got to send in those banelings. There we go.
And the banelings moving in as well. That could do a lot of damage. But the roaches have been cleaned up for the most part. 7 workers, 12 workers killed him. But that's still 7 workers behind what he did that first game. And the 3rd base is going to be finished now by HyuN. Behind this attack now. I really like this style by HyuN.
Yeah.
Second
did
time
the
we've
exact
seen
same thing again, and it worked out great.
Yeah, there's no complaint here.
Maybe slightly less effective, but coLqxc wasn't playing as greedy, so
Right.
still set him back.
I don't think there's anything a player 2-3-1 Raxes could do versus this. I mean, it's just a really powerful style. My real question, though, is why he didn't get that 3rd hatch up quite as early as he did that first game.
That's true. And I really think he should have had a Evo chamber up as well earlier. I don't think he has any excuse for that.
No, absolutely not. That is costing so much time, Maynarding time. Now, these 4 queens are going to rapidly kill off the fancies, and cleaning one up right there before our eyes. 14 harvester lead for HyuN. But he's actually behind on income right now. He's way oversaturated. And while he's way oversaturated, Hellions show up in the base. coLqxc playing this game like a boss, roasting drones left, right, and center. 26 workers killed now by coLqxc. 28. That puts him 16 workers killed. Oh my god, I'm not even trying to do math this fast. These Hellions are baller.
Wow. What a comeback. That's gotta hurt. That won't feel good.
HyuN was completely unprepared for that. Had he had the score crawlers in position, none of that would have happened. Like you said, that came down completely to not having that evolution chamber in time. Nice transfusions here by HyuN. But the damage has been done. He is 24 supply behind his current opponent. Dude, this is rough.
This is looking really bad for HyuN now. What a crazy turn of events.
2 engineering bays being built for coLqxc, so he is happy to go into a macro game with this damage done. Stim pack on the way, Marauders incoming. He is ready for anything the Zerg may be coming at him with. He knows his opponent likes roaches, so okay, let's mix in a couple of Marauders.
HyuN still didn't send that Overlord in. That's interesting. I guess maybe he forgot about it, or he just doesn't need to scout.
Yeah, I mean, he's seen his opponent's composition now. He might be saving it for a better time later into the mid-game. Or at this point, he may just not be thinking about it. He may just be trying to stay alive. He is literally behind on harvesters against the Terran.
Probably has more important things to focus on right now.
Yeah, the Spire is now getting started, and the Evolution Chamber has finished Ground Carapace, but is not favoring any attack upgrades, and that's pretty interesting from a Zerg. Wow. What can the Zerg do to get back into this? I mean, he's still 20 supply behind. What would you do?
I don't know. It's he has to see what coLqxc's composition could be, because he could have gone mech. Okay. Yeah, that actually... Against mech, I guess you'd have to turtle really hard, but it'd be hard to stay alive against bio. Barrow banelings. get lucky with those, I think.
Fair point, fair point. Now, we are going to be seeing some infantry upgrades, so even though the armory's on the way, the factories are finishing up, I still think we're going to still see our Terran buddy favor the bio.
Spire just finishing. Doesn't have that much gas in the bank right now, though.
3 base against 3 base. Equal bases, ZVT. HyuN finally back into this game, but he's still got an uphill battle. 2 medevac drop moving into the main of HyuN. HyuN does not see this coming at all. Okay, finally
yeah,
the Overlord Scout.
And he's sending his units to the Zerg's third.
coLqxc so devious, he's going to try to pincer his opponent, hit him in 2 spots at once and make him react. 2 Mutalisks getting sent in, they were almost sniped down. Medevac sloppily lost his Spore Crawler. All he had to do was pull that back just slightly. Again, the Medevac taking damage from Spore Crawler, and this could cost coLqxc the game. In fact, Mutalisks getting targeted down now. Marines have to be split, but they need to clean up the rest. Now this third has been damaged heavily. It should go down. Yeah, there we go.
Terran units everywhere. He couldn't spread himself out enough.
Yeah, HyuN just didn't have enough defense there, and he's super oversaturated at this natural. He is actually 7 harvesters ahead of his opponent, but 600 income behind. Now the Terran is going to attack behind this, and this is a great decision, because once the Zerg is off like this, he's going to want to drone or take another base, not make more units, and he can really deliver a killing blow right now. Baneling speed's going to be finishing up. 11 Banelings are on the way. We got 2 upgrades now for the Terran, as well as contested shells, so he is getting ready for this engagement. Going ahead, splitting his infantry up as well, getting tanks in siege mode. I love this style by coLqxc.
I don't know, man. It's pretty close, pretty over.
Muta engagement. coLqxc moving back to the siege tank lines. That's going to allow his units to wipe out the max spam of units that HyuN calls an army. But most of their infantry has been cleaned up as well. This tank's going to get targeted down now. coLqxc trading armies, but with a much better economy on 3 bases. This is exactly what he needs to do. A little bit of drop play there as well, and that is going to put HyuN back onto the back foot.
Yeah.
Dude, this is nasty. A 4th command center being built now. coLqxc just wants to take another base, and you can't really blame him. He has got his opponent completely chased, and with each passing second, HyuN is making 1 more units, but not investing in his economy, and eventually he's going to run out.
Yeah, I think this is the best style for Terran, is this mostly bio forces. If you can, you gotta try to keep up with the Zerg's economy. You can't, I don't think mech works very well. And it's been getting stomped pretty hard recently.
Yeah, well he didn't really do mech this game, did he?
No. He did get tanks, and that's, like, I think you can just go bio and absolutely no factory units. And, yeah, that's game.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, finish that thought, man, no problem.
Yeah, with like constant pressure from bio forces, you can try to keep up with the Zerg's economy and have a strong enough economy to handle broodlords and handle ultralisks.
I see. Now, guys, I want to share something devastating with you before we move on to this next game. Just take a look at this image. Just take a look at this image. Brutal, huh? That is Mutalisks exploding everywhere. Look at the carnage as those Marines charge and triumph, and that tank sitting there like a boss, like, yo, what's up? Guys, we're moving on into the next game here in 30 seconds. I'll catch you on the other side. Hit F5 on your keyboards for refresh. We will be right back.